you ever wondered what sets the latest hiking gear apart from all that other stuff? Today, we are diving into the gear I am most excited about in 2024. We're looking into hiking gear, we're looking into hiking food, we're looking into a hiking app as well. So stay tuned, I'm going to go through all the stuff I'm excited about this year and the gear that I'm looking forward to testing out. And we're going to be testing it out very shortly. So let's get into it, let's get straight into the video. Welcome back everyone, Mousy here, and today we're looking at the gear that I'm most excited to be trying out in 2024. Now, when I test gear, I'm not just like going off for a day and testing it. I am taking it out on like a 9 or 10 day trip and I'm really putting it through its motions. So I need to make sure before I take this gear out that it's got to be suited to my needs and that it is up to the task. So today we're checking out a few things from cutting edge Lowa boots to a new power bank that I'll be testing out on the trail, plus a few other bits and pieces. We've got a lineup of gear that's both intriguing, maybe it's even game-changing for my next and for your next outdoor adventure. So let's get straight in it, let's get into the details and have a look at the first item on the list. So first up is the Lowa Ranger III GTX boot. These things, and well, we've got a bit of a bonus, there's two items in this little category, but I bought these boots about a month ago. I've been wearing them around town as I have been preparing for my upcoming walk, and I'm very excited about these boots. Now, Lowa, if you haven't heard of them, I think that's how you pronounce it. Lowa boots. Very high quality German company. They use very high quality European cowhides to make these leather boots. If you look on the website, I'll flash some of that on the screen. They are very particular about how they make these boots, how they cut out the leather, how they punch the holes in it, all that stuff. Even with the gluing and stuff as well, you need to use a specific waterproofing treatment for these so you don't dissolve the glue, because things like Snow Seal apparently dissolve the glue in these, but they are a high quality boot. They feel fantastic on the feet. I know a lot of people don't like boots. I like boots. I've said that before, but these are going to be really put to the test next month when I'm out on a trip. It's going to be a hardcore trip, off track, lots of scrub, lots of rock, and these are going to really get put through their paces. So I'm very excited to try these out. We're going to be giving them a real good run these years. This year, these will probably clock up close to 1,000 kilometers, I think. So we'll see how they go. That will be good. Now, in conjunction with them, given my history of blisters over the years with all the different boots and things I have tried, one thing I've never really tried is an inner sole. So I have been giving these a go. They're called Superfeet, and I have been wearing those, the orange ones. There's different types. There's the green ones, which are specific for hiking, but I'm giving these orange ones a go. At the moment, I feel pretty good on the feet, quite comfortable, quite nice. So I'm going to see if they make a difference as well. I'll try these out the next couple of weeks as well and see which ones I prefer, but I'm using them in conjunction with the Lowa boots. So that is those. We're going to see how they go. And the next item, in case you haven't been paying attention, it's sitting right back there. It is my Nemo Tensor sleeping pad. I've upgraded from the old Thermarests just sitting over there. I didn't like the horizontal baffle configuration. Is that what you'd call it? Whatever that's called. It's got a name. This is similar, but it's got these little dimply bits in the middle, and you don't roll off as much on this, I find. I'm really excited to give this a really good run this year. It's only been used once or twice, and it's wider. It's 25-inch wide, and it's a long size. Coming in with the weight, which is just here somewhere, we'll pop that on the screen. I'm prepared to carry a little bit extra weight so I can have full comfort while I'm out on the track. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. So that has really got me excited. I'm using this in conjunction with my Katabatic gear Quilt. I'm also the next item I'll be using with this as well, but I'm super excited about this. I wanted to get a Big Agnes Rapide SL in a wide. They're just not available in Australia at the moment. So I've gone with the Tensor and I'm quite excited about it. Made by Nemo, which stands for, well, the company was started back in 2002, I think, by a guy named Cam Bresinger. Sorry, Cam, if I'm getting that wrong. And he came up with the idea for Nemo equipment while he was out on a hike. Thought there's got to be a better way. He was sleeping in a bad bivvy and wanted to design better equipment. I think that's the sort of nuts and bolts of the story. But he came back, started this company called Nemo, which not only stands for New England Mountain Outfitters, but is also a bit of a tribute to Captain Nemo, who, if you didn't know, was a character in a Jules Verne novel. My whole sleep system for this upcoming trip is, including my pump, all that stuff, is 1.5 kilograms, which is that much in ounces, and I think that's pretty good considering I used to carry a 1 kilo sleeping bag. I'm getting super comfort, and on those long days it'll be just nice knowing that I've got that to retire to at the end of a long day. Next item, it goes with my sleep system, and it is a new pillow. And this one is the, what's it called? I'm just going to call it the Flextail Pillow. That is this thing here, the Flextail Pillow. Now what I like about this, I have always used the Nemo Fillo pillow, and look, I like the Nemo Fillo pillow, but I have real trouble getting neck support with a pillow. I don't like a pillow that's too thick. I like a bit of a thinner one, and the thing I like about this Flextail pillow is that it's sort of tapered, so I don't need that bulk on my neck. I generally like something like this, so I think I'm going to give that a try on this next trip. It's a bigger pillow as well compared to the Nemo. I'm just going to see how it goes. It's pretty cool. It's got a strap on the back to go around the pad. Whether or not that is big enough, I might have to replace that strap. It clips off. I might actually extend that, make it a bit longer so it fits around the pad comfortably. But that's a nice big pillow, and I think that will, after testing it out, I think it's going to suit me better than the ones that I've tried before. I also have the Trekology 2.0 pillow. This one is coming on the next big trip, and I'm going to give that a good test out. And it also comes with my Flextail Pump. But that is the Flextail Pillow. Now, the next item is one I'm particularly excited about. I have been looking at this for a while, finally got one with a Christmas gift voucher that I received for Christmas, and it is the Soto Windmaster stove. So that is it there, the Soto Windmaster. Get a look at that. That's the box it came in. What I like about this, it's just the stove. It's got this removable, what do they call it? The exchangeable pot support. So this actually comes off, this pot support, and you can replace it with other ones, I guess, as you need. I just leave it on there. I've already used this a few times and was really impressed with the boil times. It was a bit over 2 minutes for a litre of water. Also, what I like about this is the inbuilt igniter. So that is in there as well for when I put it on, turn it on, and that works really well. Like a lot of ones I've used with jet boils and stuff, that fails after a while, so I'll be interested to see how that goes. I just like this whole setup, and with the next item, which I'm about to show you, my whole cook system is now around 220 grams, which is about half of my Jetboil Minimo system that I have been using, a little bit less than my Pocket Rocket Deluxe by MSR, that stove. I like this system better because I've got more water capacity, and I do like this burner better than the Pocket Rocket just because it's bigger and I can get a bigger pot on there. It's really nice, and it packs down to nothing. Folds up very nicely in this little bag, and that goes in there like that. There you go. And that's Soto Windmaster stove. They're a Japanese company. They've been around since the 70s, I think. It's all made in Japan. It's a great little stove. I'm really excited about it. I tested it on a recent trip to Maria Island here in Tasmania, and it worked really well. I use that for boiling all my water and making my coffees and stuff in the morning. So I'm really excited to check that out in conjunction with this next item, which is the Evernew Titanium TIUL 1300 pot, this thing. Now this is a 1300 milliliter pot that is 1.3 litres. It's got little handles. Weight is also just here somewhere. We'll pop that on the screen. But this is a great little pot. It is really light. It feels a bit fragile, which is my only concern with this. Again, I used it on Maria Island with that Soto Windmaster stove. And this again, it's another Japanese brand. This stuff's been made in Japan since, this company's nearly 100 years old, but they developed this technology around 2000. They were able to get titanium down to 0.3 millimeters in thickness, which was very hard back then. Everyone's sort of doing that now, but they were one of the first, I believe, from what I've read, and that's their very lightweight pot. 1.3 litres. Why do I use a 1.3 litre pot? Well, there is two of us at a time. Generally, we cook in twos when we're out there. So that will suit two of us on the trail. We can boil a meal's worth of water and get a bit of a hot drink out of that. So that will be great. Comes in this little very light, not Dyneema, I don't think, but just this lightweight bag. So I will put my stove inside the pot along with the gas bottle. That will all fit in there easily. And I'll keep it in that little bag, I think. And that just packs down really light. I'm half the weight of my cook system, like I said, and it's just a great little kit, I think. Now, really excited to test this out on the trail, see how it goes. That's the Evernew pot. They're pretty widely available. I'll leave links to all that stuff below. And just a note on that, if you do purchase from the links below, I do get an affiliate commission if that occurs. So yeah, that helps support the channel, but just so you know, I need to mention that as well. So yeah, that is the Evernew titanium pot. The only thing that I have to criticize against that after a few initial tests with it is that those handles can get very hot when you're boiling water on there. You need to use a glove or something to take them off. And these little red bits on the handles. They get quite slippery and loose, so when you're holding it can get a bit hot. I can live with that. I think it'll be fine. But there we go. That is my new cook system for 2024. That's going to be interesting, and hopefully it works really well because it's going to save me a fair bit of weight. Next up is a thing I just found when I was scouring the internet, and that is this thing. It is a new cap. It's called on Amazon the Voboom Unstructured Cap, and it weighs 46 grams. So I don't generally take caps like this. I take one like this, just a lightweight. I was using a Salomon one before. The Salomon one was a running cap, and it was a similar weight, but I just like this because this one crunches up even more like that, and it just reconfigures itself. So pretty cool, very cheap, and that is going to be coming with me on the next hike. Not much else to say about that other than it's quick drying, keeps the sun off the front of the face. I will take a wide brim hat as well, but there you go. That is the Voboom cap. Now next up is another new item replacing an item I did review last year, and this one is another battery bank. It is the Charmast 26,800 milliamp hour W200P power bank. This thing. Now, why am I getting a new power bank, you asked? I reviewed one last year, which I raved about. The Charmast other one, it was slightly less capacity than this one, and it was also a little bit heavier than this one. I found this one recently on Amazon, again, fairly cheap. What I like about this is that it gives me probably at least one more phone charge. It'll get me through, this trip is a bit longer, so it'll get me through that extra day or two compared to that other battery bank I had last year, which was really starting to run dry at the end of that trip. This has 3,000 milliamp hours more capacity, and it weighs 40 grams less, so why would I not do that? So that is coming along on this trip. Not much else to say, haven't tested it out yet. This just has the lights on the side there. I'll just get the face out, so can you see that? Yeah, so lights to indicate your battery levels, whereas my old one would have a percentage level on the screen. I like just having the dots, actually, because the percentage level, well, it makes you a bit nervous when it's getting down to 10%. You're going, oh no, it's got none left, but whereas the dots, you can't really tell how much is left when it's down to one dot. But yeah, that's going to be a good one, saves a bit of weight, and helps me charge my stuff when I'm on the trail. And with that old Charmast, it's a good battery bank. We're still using that all the time. I just wanted something with a bit more capacity. And the next item, it's not so much for on my hiking trips, but I have used it already this year, and it's a family purchase we made. It is the big family size tent that we have now for when we go on those family camping trips, for more car camping, or if we're just going to walk a very short distance. And this one is a tent, and it's called the North Face Wawona. Now this is around 6 to 8 kilograms. I'll put the exact weight on the screen right there. And you've probably all heard of the North Face. They make good gear, and I wanted a fairly lightweight tent we could take car camping and family camping, but I didn't want something that's going to weigh 20 to 30 to 40 kilograms. I wanted something that I could still just carry around quite easily, and this thing fitted the bill very nicely. It's I tag it as a 6-person tent. We had 4 in there very comfortably, my wife and 2 of our kids. We were very comfortable in this tent, had plenty of room, and it's got a beautiful big annex off the front, bit of sort of vestibule off the front. We could put all our luggage and our gear in there when we were camping recently on Maria Island, and it worked really well. Really happy with the tent so far, and we want to get in a couple more trips with that this year. So I thought I'd mention it here. Good family tent if that's what you're looking for. It's got a sort of half fly configuration, so it's single wall on the bottom half of the tent, then double wall with the fly starting about halfway up the tent. Worked well. Don't know how good it'll go in the cold, in the winter, but certainly a great summer tent. Really happy with it, and that's another thing we're testing out this year. Next up, we are going to try out some new food this year. We're going to try out some new snacks while I'm on the trail, things I haven't tried before. I have ordered them, they're on the way, and I'm really excited to try them out on this big trip that I've got coming up. First one will be the Naak Energy nut butter. Now this just popped up on social media one day. New Zealand company, and it's got a variety of different nut butters. They're around 30 grams per pack, and we'll just look up some stats here. The Rome nut butters, they look quite, they've got my fancy. Hopefully they taste all right because I've ordered a few of them. They come in coconut, chocolate, and espresso flavors. I don't know how I'd be with an espresso flavor, but we'll see how it goes. And they look like a very good little snack to have while you're on the track, while you're on the move, like the gels and things that I've used running in the past. These ones look pretty good, and just having a look here now. So the serving size is around 27 grams. You get 173 calories, so not too bad. Give you a good little burst of energy. I like to have things with nuts in them while I'm out there. I don't want sort of refined sugar stuff like, you know, snakes and lollies and that sort of thing. I prefer something like this, so we're going to give them a try, and hopefully they're good. I might even put them in a wrap or something for lunch. We'll see how they go. And with all this stuff, I will report back later in the year and tell you how I'm finding it and what I thought of it. And on that note, if you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff below. Even hit that bell notification and you will get notified of when the next video goes live. We do a video a week, so like and subscribe, much appreciated. Back to the video. We are now looking at the next bit of food, bit of snacks that I'm going to be taking this year on walks, and that one is called the Naak N-A-A-K Energy Bar and Energy Waffle. Now, the Naak Energy Bar, they're 50 grams, they pack a punch with nuts, that sort of thing. So they're 50 grams, have around 180 calories in a bar. I'm looking for different stuff to try. Get sick of having the same stuff all the time. Saw these, so I've ordered some. They look pretty good. And in addition to their bars, I have also ordered their waffles. So they've got these things called the Ultra Energy waffles as well, and I've ordered some chocolate ones of them, and they have 140 calories in a waffle. I like waffles, like these, you know, the Stroop waffles, like from, where are they from? Netherlands. I like them. They look pretty good. They're a 30-gram waffle, 140 calories. So just a bit of variety on the track this year. We've got the nut butter, we've got the waffles, we've got the energy bar. I'm looking forward to them. They even contain some electrolytes, things like that. So let's give it a go. If you've tried them, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think about them. Hopefully it's a good comment because I'm taking them on this walk. Next up, in terms of tech or apps that I'm going to be testing very hard this year, is this one. It is the Gaia GPS app. So I signed up for the annual subscription of Gaia. I really want to test it out and see what it's like. As I've said in the past, I have used Avenza maps before. They recently started, you've got to pay now with Avenza, and I understand that, to upload your own maps or maps that you own into the app. And Gaia, I think, is the same. Like, you've got to do the same with that. But I've had a good play around with Gaia in the last few weeks, and I really, really like the app. It has got just the native map built into it. I think it's OpenStreetMap, sorry, but just the native overlay map that they've got in the app itself is really detailed. And when you upgrade to premium, you even get this super detailed one, which I'll flash up on the screen. It just looks really good. I'm just going to bring it up here now on my phone and have a little quick look through it. But the level of detail on this thing, when you activate these different layers that it has in the app, is really good. So I'm looking at one called Gaia Topo Meters, which is an OpenStreetMap map, and I look at the detail there of areas I'm going to and areas I know, and it is super, super good. Going in here to somewhere like Cradle Mountain, and it's just got real detailed contours. It's got the tracks on there. It's got all that stuff, and I'm really excited to use this. You can upload GPX files into it, so I always pre-plot a route, a rough route that I might like to follow, or that I've got an idea of where I'm meant to be in relation to that route. I'll upload that into normally my Garmin watch, but I can also do it very easily into this. It wasn't as easy in Avenza, I found. With this, it was very straightforward. So I've got it in there. I'm really excited to be using that, and I'll be leaving a detailed review on that in a later video. But Gaia GPS, that's the app I'm going to be using out there. I'll probably use a bit of the Garmin sort of ecosystem as well. I always do because I'm using it on my watch. But until then, we're going to be checking that out and having a good time out on the track with the Gaia GPS app. On that note, which products are you excited about this year? Let me know. I'd love to try more stuff out. So if you've got any new gear that you're trying out this year, any new food, any new apps, let me know. And if you want some more tips, some more advice, then check out this video up here or this video up here. Check out both of them and find out some more tips, some more advice, some more bits and pieces. And until then, I will see you on the next one. Take it easy and bye for now.